Hi everyone, thank you for tuning into this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. We're going to be talking about episode 5 first because that was the better episode. Then we'll talk about 4 a little later. Now let's get right into it. Chester found Sam on a dating app. The same app that he used earlier that morning to hook up with some random guy. School was canceled due to California fires, so Chester had all the time to hook up with random guys and to message his counselor. I was hoping that the show didn't take it this route, but it is interesting to see because we've seen Chester flirting with Sam every episode, but Sam wasn't opposed to it either. Chester asked him, "Have you ever fallen for someone you wasn't supposed to?" And the counselor Sam said, "As we speak." It's not clear on how old Sam is, maybe early to mid-20s, but it's still inappropriate because Chester is in high school and he's about 16. It's not clear how old he is either. But maybe he's attracted to how smart and intelligent and all that Chester is. But no, there's no excuse. But I'm excited to see what the excuse is. I think this is going to be a whole situation. And now it's Chester's time to send a pic. So I'm curious to see what kind of pic he going to send him. Oh my God. Chester is teaching Riley how to drive on their day off from school. And they have a conversation about who they've hooked up with. Chester said he hooked up with one of his girl neighbors when he was in the 8th grade. He also asked her, what did she think of Greta? Her response is she's not sure about her and that she's really sweet. Chester's like, you should just give it a try because she could surprise you. Then asked her if she's been in relationships before and she's like, I hook up, and he's like, same. He wants to know if she's hooked up with girls before, and she said no, but if it's hot, it's hot, and they both agree. I want Greta and Riley to be together, period. Later that day, they go to Greta's house, and they're hanging out, playing video games. They meet her auntie Anna, and they love her. Then, even later, they go back to Riley's house, and they dress up in Riley's uncle's old clothes. They end up having a photo shoot. We find out that her uncle died and that he was an artist too. So now they're going to bed, and at this point Chester has been texting his counselor all day. So while he's doing that, we get to see Greta and Riley become a little closer. There's a little flirting there, but not really. It's a little bit of shyness, but I'm here for it, and I can't wait to see it. Also, we get to find out who Delilah's baby daddy is, and it's this boy named Jay. She finally gave birth in the mall bathroom in episode 4, and I'm going to talk about that in about a minute or so. But yeah, this is a baby daddy. He came in and was like, are you sure this baby is mine? We weren't dating very long. When we did it, it happened fast and you were on your period. But all respectfully, he was just confused, but she said that he was the only one she's been with. So he goes and gets a Target basket, and him and her friends push her out the mall. It's unclear where they went, but I'm sure maybe next episode 6 we'll find out. Now for episode 4. Episode 4 focused mainly on Chester, Nathan, and Megan. Megan is Nathan's mother. She's having a hard time finding out that her son came out as bi at her daughter's anniversary party on that boat when it was recorded, and then he jumped off the side of the boat. And being that it was recorded, she's worried about how many people saw it. She's taking everything literal now. Like in this meeting, they asked her to bring vegan sugar-free desserts, and she's all like, why can't I bring cookies? whatever happens to people liking cookies? And then the lady's like, somebody's already bringing cookies. Then she goes, is someone bringing carrots? I'm like, girl, what? Carrots? And then she's like, well, someone should bring white carrots and some red carrots because someone may not identify as an orange carrot. She goes on this big old rant that doesn't make any sense just because she don't like the fact that her son is bi, and goes, there was a time when people were normal. She ends up talking to her daughter Naomi about it, and she basically tells her that I don't understand why you won't talk to him. Now Megan has gay friends but doesn't like the fact that her son is gay. So they're sitting down having a conversation, her two friends and her husband goes, Nathan being bi is confusing. And she's like, it's not confusing. She just won't admit it. And she claims that she's learned a lot online. And then they start talking about the stereotypes of being bi. Her friends go into the misconception that bi people sleep around a lot, and supposedly that gay men come out as bi first. But wants to make it clear that that's not them trying to say that Nathan's really gay. They're just throwing it out there. Then Megan goes, well, I just want him to be happy. And then one of the friends goes, yeah, with the woman. Nathan overhears this conversation while he's making a drink for him, his sister, and his friend. He does drop and break an alcohol bottle while hearing it, but he doesn't make a big deal out of it. He just goes back inside of the room where his sister is and his friend, and then they start talking about how her dads think that Nathan is using her so that he can claim bi, but really he's gay. Because they did kiss or whatever, but he tells her that he's not using her, and she believes him. Her name is Ariana, by the way, and she's annoying. Also, the same guy that Nathan and his sister Naomi likes sent them separately a picture of him shirtless and asked them what are they doing, and they both look at each other and laugh. It's a whole mess. When we first see Chester in episode 4, he doesn't seem too happy, and that's different to see from him. But he did get another write-up for writing pussy power on his nails. He gets sent to the counselor's office, and he's flirting hard with his counselor Sam. And Sam isn't trying to shut it down like he never does. And now we know why, because we got to see in episode 5 that he really got a thing for Chester. But anyway, Chester wants to know why he didn't accept his friend request on Insta, and Sam tells him that he needs to change his nails. He's asked him repeatedly why he didn't accept it, and he never got an answer. Then the conversation goes into Sam telling Chester that when he was in high school, he was a band geek, and that he wished that he could be more like him when he was in high school. And Sam's reply is, so accept my Insta request. Sam tells him that he needs to go and that he'll see him later at GSA. And Chester's like, no, I have something to do. But then he did end up showing up anyway. So during the meeting, they're trying to find an activity to do for the group, and Riley suggests Disneyland, and then that's when Delilah goes on this rant about how Disney is homophobic. She has a lot of valid points. Chester agrees with her, but he's like, even though I agree with you, I do enjoy a good Disney musical. He goes on to say that we're living in a bubble, like the whole world is living in a bubble. We contradict ourselves a lot. We say that we wouldn't hurt kids and all this, but we have them in cages right now. He makes a lot of good points, and then he says that if we want to take a trip anywhere, then it should be to San Francisco so that we can learn more about ourselves. That was a great speech. Sam thought it was perfect. That's probably one of the reasons why he's attracted to Chester, but I think he's been attracted to him, but that just was like the icing on the cake. He responded to him on this dating app and all that now, so I want to see what's going to happen with this, how far it's going to go, if Chester's going to get crazy and psycho because he was over here acting crazy by him not accepting his friend request. I just want to see. I'm excited. Let me know what you thought of episodes 4 and 5 down in the comments. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.